So if your exams are coming for class 10th and you're worried that you don't have anything to practice, today's video, I've got this mock test paper for you where you can use this for your upcoming exam, practice all the questions, and that's going to really help you excel in your upcoming exam. So bonjour, welcome back to my French YouTube channel. So you can see it's a blank screen. I've not written anything because side by side, I'm going to discuss few pointers with you. That's why I've not written the questions prior. I'm going to write it right now. If you're still not sitting with a practice notebook, pause this video, go and get a practice notebook and keep writing the answers with me. And at the end, I would love to know how many answers were correct, how many were wrong for each of the topic that I'm mentioning here in this document. So let's quickly jump into today's video. First question, the most important one that I'm going to give you is the tenses question. Mettez les verbes au temps convenable. So let's get started. I'm taking all this question from one of our previous board papers. So C sentences. If you will see the previous year board papers, generally sentences with C, they definitely come in the exam. So make sure that you know the equations with C. Like this first sentence, si tu sortais avec nous, on dash, aller ensemble voir un beau spectacle. Okay. So what you need to do is you need to see the equation with C. C plus, you can see one tense is already conjugated. Which tense it is? Imparfait excellent. C plus imparfait plus. What is the next answer? Conditionnel. So keep writing the answer. Let's move on to the next one. Avant hier, ma sœur dash rentrer de la Malaisie. Okay, Malaisie is like Malaysia. Okay, so avant hier, understand the keyword avant hier. Okay, which tense will you write for this one? So there's a keyword which is given avant hier. I'm not telling you the answers right now because I want you to write the answers yourself. I'm just discussing what is this part all about, what is the keyword, how you can help yourself in answering the question correct. Okay, so I'm discussing all those pointers. Let's move on to the next one. Les écrivains dash faire des sports autrefois. So now if you see the sentence again, the next sentence that I've shared, les écrivains dash faire des sports autrefois. Okay, autrefois again is a keyword that helps us to recognize the tense. So see which tense are you going to write. Let's move on to the next one. Savoir bien les paroles de la chanson. So again, this is one of the blank where you see that the subject pronoun is not given. If the subject pronoun is not given, we know it is which tense. Okay, try to recognize and do the conjugation accordingly. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Tout le monde dash s'arrêter devant le devant la tour pour admirer l'illumination. Okay. So see this one. Now, if you see the sentence, there is a subject pronoun which is like tout le monde. Okay. Tout le monde is like subject pronoun il. Dash arate devant la tour. Okay. But there is no keyword given. So when there's no keyword given, just see which tense are you going to write. So I've given you these many parts. Try these parts. Let me move on to the next question. Remplacer les noms par des pronoms. Okay. So let's try this part, this question. J'ai rencontré Marcel chez Valerie. Okay. So if I have to underline from a personal question, one I will underline Valerie, and the next one I'm going to underline is Marcel. Next one, fais attention à la plage. So I'm going to replace. Now you know what you have to replace. You have to replace the nouns, okay? So à la plage is the noun here. Let me just scroll down. I hope that you've done the first question. Next one. Nous mangeons des fruits le matin. So in this, if I have to replace, I'm going to replace des fruits. Let's move on to the next question. Trouvez la question. I'm also going to share something very beautiful with you at the end of this video. So stay there and keep practicing. There's a surprise for you at the end of this video. Okay. Trouvez la question. First part is il fait du soleil. Okay, just give me a second. Il fait du soleil. You have to frame questions here. Then let's move on to the next one. Les jeunes sont courageux. Okay. I want you to replace les jeunes. Let's move on to the next one. I hope that you are able to maintain the speed with me. Elle dort parce qu'elle est malade. So you have to replace this parce qu'elle est malade. Let's move on to the next one. Je pense à mes vacances. I'm not going to make this too much lengthy. Maybe I'll give you a few questions today and few next time. So question number 3 is this. Let's move on. 4 questions we'll take for today's video. Question 4. Complétez avec just one second. Complétez avec l'adjectif ou le pronom démonstratif. Let's move on to this question. To practice all the questions, whatever I'm leaving in this video, I'm going to cover in my next video, okay? So that it's not lengthy and you don't get tired doing it, okay? Dash appartement est magnifique. Dash ne semble pas difficile. Ne prenez pas dash roman. Prenez dash. Nous ne voulons pas dash salade. Commandons dash. Okay, commandons dash. So I've given you 4 questions for this video, and now it's the surprise time. I want you to write the answers of all these 4 questions in the comments below. And whosoever gives me all the answers correct, or majority of the answers correct, there's a surprise for that student that I'm going to share later. So keep practicing, keep doing it, and I'll see you in my next video. Au revoir, take care.